Welcome back to my podcast, everybody. Tarik Talks with my guest, Cole Zarcone.
Hey, guys.
So, second one, it's my roommate, my bud, best bud. Getting the podcast done and looking official. Full disclosure, this has no value and is not plugged in. It's just purely for looks. Man, does it look good. All right, Cole, how you doing, bud?
Good, man. Good to be here.
Good. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of good stuff. But firstly, one of our best friends, Dane Santos, is battling Hodgkin's lymphoma. He's 23. So I'm going to put a link below to his GoFundMe, and if you want to give him some money, which you should, it'll be down below in the description. So anyways, right into it. Let's talk about how we met.
How we met.
I'm sure the people want to know.
We're going like the way back one or the...
Like how far back? Like high school?
No, like the...
Where we like crossed paths kind of, but didn't know it?
Yeah. Well, because we did that twice. We did that State and Eastern.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. You want to go for it?
Yeah, so I mean, technically Tarik and I crossed paths without necessarily knowing each other, but at the state meet, probably every year, but...
No, I went senior year.
Oh.
Wow, dude.
Tarik only went once.
Yeah, sure, you went by yourself for an event. It was a team thing, wasn't it?
I only went by myself. Solo. It's my time my senior year.
Yeah, okay. That's
yeah,
right.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Feel a little better.
And then we went to Eastern Washington football camp, and Tarik was there as well, but didn't actually meet until we got to Central.
Yeah,
so.
were we on the same team?
Yeah, the Renegades.
Yeah, we were on the same football team.
Yeah,
and we didn't even know each other. I just thought he was just some shitty ass slow white dude. No, but that's crazy. And then freshman year, college, we roll up at Central, just wide-eyed, scared, coming in, play football with some men.
Yeah, missing our moms.
Yeah. Dude, I remember, I say this every time, but I remember you just having the fucking,
visor.
The visor, dude. He's just rocking the visor.
Backwards most of the time, just looking like a douche.
Yeah, I thought you were a fucking douche.
Yikes.
That's funny, yeah.
But yeah, it was just like that fall camp, right? Like in August, I think was when we had met, and then into fall camp after the summer, and then
and then played football for a year. Cole yeeted out.
Said adios. Yeah.
But our dorms were in the same dorm.
Our rooms
were the same.
We were in the same dorm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
just like you were above me a couple floors.
I was on 3. I thought you were on 4.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was at the top, so I couldn't have been above. Slept on the roof. Yeah, I would just go down the stairs, wouldn't you? Were like, no, you were down in I don't even remember anymore. I think you were down.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah, because I faced the street, you faced.
Because, so it was like, I was like in this wing, you're in this wing. Remember? Because you would come down the big stairs and meet me at the elevator.
Yeah.
I think.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Either way.
Yeah.
We were in the same dorm, and then so we just kept hanging out and just buds.
Yeah.
And
our first trip. We invited you to Seattle.
When I was in. That's when
that was when we knew. It was a good time.
Yeah. You want to talk about that? Explain the trip scheme?
Yeah. It was me, Alex Walker, Brian Kelly, Ryan Gunther, my roommate freshman year, a bunch of Camus guys, all 4 of us, and we're like, we got room for one more. Why not invite Tarik?
I made the cut barely.
Yeah. So we gave him the middle seat, of course. No, I don't remember. All hopped in my Subaru and went to Seattle. We had a connection there to get that. Man, that hotel was sweet. That was Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
We stayed in this just fat, like, bougie hotel. And we're just a bunch of donkey college kids just rolling up in, like, a Subaru Outback.
My 97 Subaru Outback. Everyone else had Audis, like, beautiful cars, like... Yeah. we roll up with 5 guys. We're like weighing the car down. It like raises when we get out, and like all of our bags were just like duffel bags. And, oh, the valet was. You knew they were just like, oh gosh, how are these guys staying here?
Yeah, that was awesome. I remember getting into the elevator. It was like a nice elevator, right? So the door is just freaking huge, just pure metal. Everyone's in there. I'm last coming in for some reason. And I'm like walking through the door and it starts closing. I just get blasted by the elevator door. And as I'm in pain, kneeling over, my backpack hits like all the floors behind me. And this old lady was so pissed in the elevator.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because most elevator doors, they sensed you and then they stop.
Yeah,
It just drilled Tarik.
Yeah.
And what was weird about them? Didn't we, when we left the next day, that lady was in the elevator with us again, and we were like, "Whoa, that's crazy!"
Yeah,
that was wild.
That was a
good trip.
That was good. That was
fun. From then on, we knew.
Yeah,
fit right in.
Been buzzed. We've roomed since it's been 4 years.
Year 4.
Yeah, almost
multiple houses.
Almost,
this is house 3. That's crazy.
3 houses in 4 years.
Yeah,
almost legally a couple.
I know, we're getting close.
Yeah,
we're hopefully not gonna break that up, but we might here pretty soon.
I have to.
Yeah.
But hey, it's been a ride.
It's been good.
Man, that's good. Just a little trip down memory lane, real quick.
Oh yeah, you can't beat it.
Which perfectly leads us right into our other topic, which is how is it living with each other? How is it living with me? I'll say how it's living with you.
I'll go first. I think Tarik's such a neat guy. Like, it's just so easy. What? It's pretty neat. Like, he's like, they could think like neat both ways. I mean, like, he's neat both ways.
I'm pretty neat.
Yeah, he's a neat guy.
Neato burrito.
Also, like, just he's very like clean and takes care of his stuff. And so it's, as a roommate, it's everything you'd want. Does his dishes and holds me accountable when I don't do mine. So it works really well, especially with us living together. When we had a couple of years ago, we had 4 of us, sometimes 5 of us in a house, and it wasn't very big. So it's overall pretty good.
Yeah. Well, living with you is not so good.
Just, let's be honest. It's bad. It's got a lot of negatives. Yeah.
No, it's good. Yeah, you're super clean and you're good. Although he does wake up early for rugby and just fucking slams the microwave door through the wall, and I hear that. So, no.
Yeah, I do my best. I usually have headphones in though. Sometimes I'm listening to music. It's just a nice thing I like to do when I wake up, and sometimes I can't hear when I'm closing the doors and I don't realize that I'm slamming them. But we also live in T Park, and anyone else that has lived in T Park, you know that these walls are thin, and literally anything you do. So it sucks at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever it is. Sadly, wake up Tarik, and I feel bad because if the roles were switched, I wouldn't hear him. I'm just like a pretty deep sleeper. And
well, you snore so loud you couldn't hear a tornado.
Yeah, I'm a big snorer, so I'm sure Tarik didn't touch on that, but he'll never share a room with me. He'll never sleep in the same room as me. He'd rather sleep probably on the floor than share a bed. Like, he would literally pass on that. So
I would literally rather sleep outside. I think I would sleep better.
You'd sleep, better, and you may sleep less, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Because, you wouldn't have to just lay there like...
Just a fucking 747 going off.
Trying to roll me over on my side constantly.
Gosh, I would probably just suffocate you in a pillow. Yeah.
Overall, though, I think we've been pretty lucky. We just who we are and being roommates has worked out pretty well. We all have our good and bad roommate stories, but I think ours have been pretty good. So
yeah, it's good because I feel like living with a roommate, also like a friend before, could be a bad idea. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like some friendships are ruined like that.
Yeah, and I've done both. So, and they're both ruined. No, I'm just kidding. No, Dane and Alex, I knew before coming here, and I mean, they, like I said, they both had ups and downs, but for the most part, like Tarik said, it was nice to grow your relationship starting here instead of like having all the past before, because sometimes it can clash and things go south fast.
Yeah. Well, get murdered by Micah if we didn't talk about rugby at least a little bit.
I talk about rugby.
So
Beautiful sport.
For those of you that don't know, Cole plays rugby at Central Washington University, top college in the country for rugby. Cole's the captain. He's Mr. Rugby. He's on the posters.
Oh my gosh.
So, just maybe a quick rundown, like just a freaking paragraph of what rugby is, because I feel like maybe some people don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a tough sport. I mean, I just learned it 4 years ago as well, and Tarik is as well. I think when we watch it together, we're both kind of learning. I'm telling him things, and it's really a mix of soccer and football. The very similar rules with both of them. Yeah, you got to pass it backwards. You can kick. Everyone has to be good at everything in rugby. You can't. It's not like football. You can only run the ball. Like a rugby player has to be able to do so many things. You got to catch, pass, tackle, and a lot of us smaller guys have to be able to kick. And so it's just a really cool game. It allows a lot of people to express themselves in a lot of ways. Yeah, it's a really exciting sport, and a lot of people don't know about it. And once you know about it and just start watching it, I mean, most people love it and want to keep watching it. So we watch sevens a lot here, and I know Tarik likes watching the All Blacks and Australia and all them play. So
yeah, sevens is like 7 people on the field. So it's like sevens and 15. So 15 people on the field versus 7 on the field. Mm-hmm. Sevens is way quicker. It's longer runs. It's kind of more. I think it's more fun to watch.
Totally.
It's not the true rugby, but
yeah,
it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I guess it's not the true rugby, but I mean that's why sevens is in the Olympics now. Our USA team is really good, and I think that is the reason why. It's just because it's such an exciting game and make a guy miss and big tries and scores and whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's a fun sport for sure.
So don't give me like an interview answer. I want a real answer. How is the team going to be this year?
Really good. I think in the last couple of years we've kind of used this, like, we're in this growing phase. A lot of young guys. I mean, last year we had, of the 40, I think 30 were freshmen and sophomores. So, but what's been good is that they all now have a ton of experience, and we've got a good senior group that are hopefully going to lead us. And I think we're going to do really well. I think the coaching that we've got and how we've come together will be probably, hopefully, our best year while I've been here. I'm really stoked. We got a good schedule, and hopefully we can make it every year. 3 years in a row, we've made it to the first round and lost. So, but we're hoping for even higher than that this year. So
this year's the natty
year. Yeah, sevens, the double would be sweet to do it in both sevens and 15s, but we'll see. 1 would be amazing, but 2,
it's even twice as good.
Twice is double amazing. Yeah.
Right on.
But yeah, rugby, it's the fastest growing sport in America. Did you know that? I think I've probably told you that a few times.
I don't know what other sport would be growing in America.
As fast?
Or like at all.
Well, it always is. Yeah, because it fluctuates, but overall, yeah, rugby is the fastest growing, and I think it's slowly going to take off, and exciting that we have the pro rugby now, and I think in 10 years it'll be, it'll be the sport that people are playing instead of the sport that people are just kind of figuring out. So I'm excited to see, in the next decade where it takes off to. So
you expect like a lot of football converts?
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of guys are realizing that the pathway from college football to the NFL is really hard, and so it's the same with rugby. But there's so many other routes you can go with rugby. You can go club rugby. You can play overseas. There's the professional route. There's just club sevens as well. So there's just so much you can do after college. Where in football, it's like if you don't make it, which not many do, it's over, and you can never play it again. Where rugby, you can play it. I've literally myself played against like 60-year-olds. So it's kind of funny, but it's cool that's out there for people. But yes, I think, there's guys that have been NFL to go that way, and now there's rugby guys actually trying to go the NFL route just because of the money. But I think we will see more NFL guys, or guys that don't quite make it, try to switch and play rugby, especially now that it's a pro sport. So
I'm sure once the money starts flowing.
Yep. Yeah, right now it's still just you're doing it because you love it, not because the money. So most people think, oh, you're a professional athlete, you're getting paid millions, and that's not the case. We're not LeBron James. It's gonna be a tough route, but
get those sponsorship deals.
Yeah, right.
So you want to talk about the student athlete life?
Student athlete life. I mean, we can both kind of give our 2 cents on that. I luckily, obviously, got to do football and rugby here, so it's been cool to do both sides of it. It's tough, but I mean, high school honestly prepared me pretty well. I don't know if you would agree to that.
No.
Really?
No.
Well, okay. The high school prepared me. Let me rephrase that. That like of being busy, because like we'd leave at 7 a.m. and when it was football season, you wouldn't get home until almost that time after we had film. And so the being busy part wasn't really that new to me, but it was like adjusting to going to class, and the structure of college was just so different. And I think a lot of people in college that don't play sports, they don't really understand that like the amount of hours we put in is manageable. I think it is. But it's the physical aspect of it that we're like literally just so tired. Like there's days where we're up at 5, lifting at 6, and like physical in the morning, and then you got a couple hours again later. So it's hard to like go from being physical to being in the classroom to switching on and off between what you're doing. I think that was the hardest adjustment, because I think like the time is manageable. It's just you got to get in your own routine and kind of figure it out. But
I feel like people that don't know sports like look at college athletes and just think we're like a bunch of fucking prima donnas kind of, you know? It's like, oh, you're getting paid, like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like but we're busting our peens off every day. Like waking up early, working out, meetings, school, practice, like
totally.
Yeah, and in the summer too, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Football in the summer was the worst. Like fall camp.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like our first year was the worst it ever was. It was like we had like a meeting at like 6 a.m. And then we literally didn't get back to our dorm until like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And that was just nonstop.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, that's sick.
That was before the amount of hours. Now it's regulated how many hours you can have, which is good for those guys. But man, we got screwed.
And then now they can't even have 2 days anymore.
Yeah.
But then we did, and it's just like I remember like looking at the clock. It's like 10 p.m. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting 8 hours of sleep tonight. Still in meetings, watching film. Like, no.
Yeah. I think, man, it's been good though. Like it's definitely prepared us. Like I think we're able to. Like when we go on after into our careers, I think it'll prepare us really well. But yeah, the biggest thing was just adapting to it and getting good at managing your time, because we do get a decent amount. It's just like how you use it.
Time management skills just
huge. Yeah,
excelled. At least for me. I mean, I'm just kind of anal about that anyways, but that definitely helps, because like I would just schedule out my whole day. I'm like, all right, I got 3.5 minutes to nap. But yeah, I mean, it's like people that don't manage their time will get screwed in school and like just fall behind somewhere. But the way college was structured, and how it is structured, like classes wise, just works well for me. I feel like
totally.
It's just like I don't know, just better than high school. Because it's, I don't know what it is, but it just works a lot better for me. I just find it easier almost.
Well, yeah, high school was. I mean, that sucked. You were there literally all day, where this is... You may have the same amount of work, but actually not usually in a day. But just the class load, especially now with us in the Masters, it's been pretty interesting to see the switch. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I wish, a normal person could try to go through what we go through so that they, have an idea of what it's like. Because... it's hard not to complain about it sometimes. I mean, I think freshman year when we got here, I mean, our friends just would constantly hear about how tired we were, and especially, that fall quarter freshman year football was tough. I mean, oh my gosh, we had hours and hours a day. We had study hall for like 4 to 6 hours a week that we had to go to, and the classes, and just managing all of it was crazy at first.
Yeah, that was definitely the toughest quarter, because like you're saying, you had 4 hours of classes a day. You had football in the morning. So we woke up early, practiced in the morning. You run back to the dorm, shower, classes 4 hours, study hall, and then like somewhere
meeting,
a lift.
Yeah, meeting and a lift, and then another meeting to talk about what you talked about in the other meeting.
Watching film. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, it's not easy, no, for sure. Yeah, that is. I almost want to do like a TV show. Have like just throw some normal person like fucking like middle of the season. Oh, yeah, because like you're saying, it's like yes, you have the time, but it's like you are so physically and mentally tired. Yeah, like it's hard to even like meetings, like because you like have to pay attention. You're like, I can't do this anymore.
Right? Yeah, because you've gone from being in a lift and like you said, going to classes where you're like trying to learn and you're taking notes, and then you got to go do it again in a meeting, learning with rugby or football or whatever it is, and it's not easy.
And the thing with like sports is like if you don't pay attention to the meeting and you get it right, they're gonna absolutely rip your ass in practice. Yeah. Versus like in class, obviously the teacher's not gonna be yelling at you. Yeah. So it's like I feel like that's where athletes will take a priority in sports. Like I'm not trying to get just ran on the field. But
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do it though. I think it's been awesome. Like everything we've gotten to do because of it, the just being tired, man. Like you take advantage of the days that we got to sleep in, which wasn't often, but
it was Monday, I remember.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's the only time I like Monday.
Yeah. Usually you don't. So yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Now, Cole, we were talking about what to talk about before this, and he brings up a great, lengthy, we couldn't cover if we wanted to, topic.
There's a lot to it.
The topic of women.
Women.
And Cole is quite the ladies' man. But all right, so what were you wanting to talk about exactly?
I think it was just like how girls really like how they want to be approached, like especially obviously being single. I'd hope it wouldn't be if you're in a relationship, but just it's interesting with so much the social media that's out now. Like you got Bumble, we got Instagram. I mean, any like Snapchat. Like, there's so many ways, like social media wise, where you can reach out. But it's like, I don't know. It's just interesting. It would be really cool to, want to talk about it right now, but like get their side of it too, just because it's. They play a huge role in it. Like a lot of guys, obviously,
it's 50. It's a 2-person dance.
It is, yeah, usually. But most of the time, it's like, oh, like this guy slid into my DMs. Like it's kind of like a joke now, but like most of the time, it's actually like serious. Like just because it is a good route, especially if you don't see them, or like especially at college. Like there's thousands of kids everywhere, and like the odds that like you see this beautiful girl and that you're gonna see her again or have the confidence to go talk to them. So. Yeah, I don't know. What do you like? I don't know. Thinking about it, I always am like the biggest way to do it confidence wise would be to just go up to them. But even myself included, like for some reason that we get like a high anxiety about it. We don't want to get turned down. Like we're confident we don't want that. But I think that if I had to say, that would probably be the best way to do it. Or hopefully you could like be around a girl and like you talk to them, you just become kind of friends. I think that's the best way to do it, and then it kind of takes off from there instead of it being
you're like, hey, what's up, girl? Like on the block.
Yeah, or if it's you just end up like mutual friends, or you have lunch with them, or if you work with them, whatever it is, like I think that's probably the best way, and I think that a girl is probably going to respond to that better, in my opinion, than unless she's just been like, she's had a crush on you and you hit her up through Instagram and she's like, oh, that's sick, like perfect. Yeah. But a lot of the times I feel like that doesn't happen. So
well, it depends how good looking you are.
Yeah, right?
If you're a straight 10-piece, it doesn't matter. So I guess we need to get a girl on here to talk, get their her 2 cents. Yeah. But yeah, it is.
I don't know. Would you agree though? Like that's probably the best route is to. Even if you didn't know her, like, if you had the confidence to go up to her, like, you're probably going to get a better response than if you just shoot your shot like through social media.
Like you're talking in person versus yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I hope that'd be better.
Yeah, unless you just fucking choke, like choke city.
Well, yeah. No, it is scary for sure. Yeah, it is interesting though that now, like with like you're saying, the way of approaching a girl, like it's almost easier because you can approach any girl really if you want.
Yeah.
So
because of social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's changed the game. Yeah, it's like not how it used to be at all. Obviously.
Yeah, which is weird, and I don't think you should. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like you're saying, like, oh, this girl is really good looking.
Yeah.
I saw her once. I follow her on Instagram or whatever. Like, when am I going to see her again?
Yeah.
And I was going to, like, stalk her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's tough.
Yeah. Well, it's
like, how'd you guys meet? DMs?
Yeah. Well, yeah, everyone has their story, and it works a lot of the times, but sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I don't know. You hate to see it sometimes, I don't know, but you love to see it too. So
yeah. So,
we've all been there.
Let's run through like a role play here.
Okay. Okay.
So let's say I'm a girl, and you're gonna come up and approach me. What are you saying?
Have I like ever talked to you before?
I don't know. Have you?
I don't know.
No, let's say no, because that's yeah.
I mean, that's so. I'm just rattled thinking about it.
You're nervous already.
Yeah, I'm nervous doing it to you. I don't know. I'd probably just be like, ask her what her name was and how she was doing, or I don't know. Probably go straight. Like the easy ones are obviously just asking questions about how, like, what she's doing in school, what grade she is in school, how far left she has, and then I don't know. Probably a compliment maybe at the beginning, maybe too, to kind of catch it. And then lead that into like a let's hang out, or if you want, or I'll call you, I'll text you. Like
you go for the number. You gotta go for the number.
I think the number is better. I like that. I mean, I'd rather go the number route than
what's your snap?
Yeah, it just doesn't.
It's too informal. It's psychology kind of.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? I think you gotta be confident, obviously, which I was not there at all. I panicked.
Let me tell you, denied.
Yeah, I lost. Yeah, I'm turning around with just a sad puppy. Like
yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? Just like a hi, a hello. Maybe you're a jokester. I'm not as good as Tarik thinking off my feet like that, but getting them laughing.
I mean, depends where my confidence is at, like how I'm feeling that day. I might come out with like some dumb joke or like a pickup line. And based on that, like read the sitch.
Yeah, you have to. You like, because you probably know off of like her instant, like you can tell probably within 5 seconds by what the vibe is. You got to be able to read her. And then,
but it is tough. Like, hey, like, I think I would start with, hey, I think you're like really cute. Like, what's your name?
Just be bold. Like, why not?
She's like, please, sir, this is the 10th time today.
Yeah.
Get away from me. No, but I don't know. It is scary.
Do you think you'd like try to carry it on, or would it just be good to be bold? Like, hey, like my name's, what's your name? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, like, I think you're really cute. Like, if you want to go out with me sometime, like,
I think you gotta have a little finesse.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a line of swagger,
mm-hmm.
and then there's like a boldness, and you just kind of gotta ride that line. I feel like.
True. Because you want to give her enough, like you want to talk enough to where she's like, okay, like especially if she doesn't know you for the ever.
Yeah.
Like if all you did was say like something cute or nice or a joke, and then you're like, you want to go out, she might be like, I don't know, like, because it's intimidating for her too, because she doesn't know you. But.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where you get the number, maybe like.
Mm-hmm. Then talk hopefully for a little before.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying like so you don't ask her to like you just get her number and then like be like, oh, maybe we can get coffee or something, and that allows you to text before you.
Yeah, like hey, I'd like to take you out. Like, can I get your number?
Yeah.
Kind of like
true, because then it allows you to talk, and then you talk for a little, and then you can kind of feel it out. So then, if you were like gonna get coffee or whatever you wanted to do.
Now, let me throw a disclaimer out there. I've never done this, but if I was gonna do it,
yeah, you're right. I don't think I ever have.
That's how I do it. Usually, my route is I give the friend route.
Yep.
And then slide other friends in.
That's funny because I was thinking about that. Like once we, thought to talk about this, most of mine have just been like we've just it kind of ended up happening instead of like the forceful route. And I think the forcing route usually doesn't end up happening anyway, but it's obviously hard not to want that. But most of the times, mine have been friends, or you just kind of bump into each other here and there, and you're like, and then it ends up working. So I agree. But the boldness, I applaud it if people do that. Maybe someday we'll do that. Us single boys.
Scared boys.
Scared boys.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Is it about being gay?
That'd be a lot easier. Oh man. God, what were we talking about? We were just talking about girls, numbers, dates.
Well, we were talking about like friends. We were talking about it's such an easier route.
Yeah. So that's usually the route I go. It's just so much easier because I feel like I need to know the personality. Mm-hmm. Like, because like if you're just approaching some girl, I'm like, hey, can I get your number kind of thing? And you're really hot. Yeah. And you don't really know her, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I feel like I gotta know.
Yeah, because then you have a better idea. Like you're not just like fishing, trying to like hope you catch them. Yeah. Like it allows you the friend route. Yeah, allows you to kind of be like, you have an idea about her first. Like you've been around her, you've seen her maybe in a few different settings, and it kind of gives you a better like, oh, this is definitely, I could see something, instead of just being like, wow, she's really hot or whatever. And then I mean, that's a route too, and then you just figure it out, and then if it doesn't work out, obviously you just part ways. But
it's tough out there.
It's tough. It's a brutal world.
It's a trial and error.
Finding the right one.
You know what?
Can I ask you a question?
Why did you say it like that? I don't know. That makes me nervous.
I hope you are. Oh no, like some people debate like maybe that there is only like the one. Like people are like, oh, there's only one person out there. What do you think? Like, I personally think that there's. Actually, you go first.
No, tell me what you think.
No, you want me to go first? Okay. I think there isn't just like when people talk like, oh, I'm gonna find the one that I'm gonna marry and like just have this amazing life with, and I don't think that's a real thing. I think there's multiple people out there, and it's really just about two people coming together and loving each other and having the ability to like see that and work through things, and it's finding that person that you can do that with, that you can go through life and through the ups and downs, and so that's what I believe. It's not like, oh, I messed up or I broke up with this girl and I'm screwed, that's not how it works.
I don't think there's literally one.
That would be nuts.
That's slim odds.
You're like, well, I'm screwed.
But like I think you could pretty much make it work with like almost anyone. It's just like, are you willing to put in the work kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, some people aren't meant for each other. Like, it's just how it is.
Totally. You can tell, and then like it's like, it's not worth it. Which it's not even like, oh, like it's not like shameful to you. It's just like, like let's both try to find people that we can do this with.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Whenever you have a question, don't ever start it like that. That's like the number one
ever do that.
The number one way, like like you're talking. Let's say with a girl, she's like, I have a question or something. You're like, fuck.
You're like, I'm screwed. What did I do?
This is never good.
You're right. That was learn from it.
Good topic. So we got to get like Lexi on this, and then we can talk about like the girl's perspective.
Yeah, we definitely need to.
I feel like
a couple.
I feel like they would say like, we would rather have someone come up to us, or okay, how about this? I have a question for you. How do you feel about girls approaching you? Them taking the first leap?
I love it. Yeah. I'm trying to think if that's ever even happened, but I think it's great. I mean, the confidence and like it's just nice to not always like. Because it doesn't always have to be the guy, and like, I think it'd be great. Yeah. I don't know.
I think like, it takes a little pressure off us.
Totally.
But I feel like some girls may be like, oh, like he's the guy, you should make the first move type of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
If you like someone and like they'd have no idea. Like,
it's like how. What are you just gonna wait forever until this like you just hope and. pray that
Make
this
'em.
guy's gonna randomly like come up to you?
Yeah, make them move.
I know, because it's not. I think it'd be really cool, and like I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess we're trying to get it so it's like, oh, well, like as if we were the girl, like how we would think.
Oh, well,
that's why you like asked like the different perspective.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. We'll just switch in that.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, I would like it. Yeah, if I was a girl, I would definitely.
Excuse me?
Wait, where am I going? If I had boobs.
Why are you a girl all of a sudden?
Yeah. My name's Colleen. And I like going up to guys.
Yeah.
I'm confident.
I
show them my boobs and it works well.
Yeah. And they love you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Grab my hand and here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, my personal favorite, and something I wish I didn't have experience with.
Yeah. But it's fun though.
Yeah. I'd rather not. Well, it's Shart stories.
Shart stories.
So,
we'll change here in topics, but keep you guys interested.
Absolute 180.
Yeah.
So, Shart, for those that you don't know, is a shit fart. It's where you think you have a fart, but it's not.
Yeah.
And then you shart. I have sharted probably 5 times in my adult life.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm that high, but I'm close.
Too many, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But I have a weak stomach.
True.
And they make for some great stories.
True.
So, I think, I don't know, I feel like my best Shart story is when I was in Mexico, right? You're not supposed to drink the water because it'll just fucking blow you up. And I didn't think I'd drink any water, so I don't know what was happening, but I had something. And I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, like face to face, like this, just talking to her. And I farted and just straight up shit my pants, like just mid conversation. And I was just like, end of the conversation, didn't say anything, just walked past her in the bathroom, showered, threw my underwear away, and just pretend
nothing happened.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. I think for me, it's been like when I'm sick, like when my stomach hurts and like you're farting and like, I don't even know if I'd say it like more like it felt like more of like a air or like, but you just push and like, it's almost like you instantly, like you push and it's like regret. Like you just feel it on your face.
Just poof.
Like I wish we could like have like the recordings of all of your reactions to.
It's probably this, just eyes open, just
just like realizing it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I feel like it's happened. You can say this too, but like I have them, and then like you check. Like it's kind of funny that like you go and then you're like, oh, I was good, but then you end up having to go poop anyway. But yeah, so I think the one story that popped in my head, I think I had the flu, probably in middle school. And I just thought it was a fart, and it wasn't. And like, go downstairs, pull the pants down, sit on the toilet, and just looking in between my pants, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I was trying to remember, we were talking about underwear. Like, what do you do after? And like, that's a big one.
Well, I mean, you could throw it away.
Yeah. What if they're brand new Christmas undies?
I'm not throwing away my underwear. It's just
I know, but I don't like. Okay, tell them what you did.
I just threw them in the wash machine.
That blows my mind.
Why?
Because like I get that, like wipe it all, like get toilet paper and like you're wiping a butt, but it's in your freaking underwear, and then throw it away, and then it's just a skid mark, which we've all had before. then you throw those into the wash. You threw shit into the washer.
It was not like a full fucking turd.
Well, was it wet? Like,
yeah, it was like fucking.
It was like a wet, like a diarrhea.
It was like a fucking Dairy Queen blizzard. It was chocolate.
You could turn it over and
dude.
it wouldn't fall. It wouldn't fall out of your underwear.
Oh, chocolate extreme in my underwear, dog.
Man, I don't know. I guess all of them depend on the severity of the Shart.
Yeah, I've never had like a turd. It's always just been like liquid.
Yeah.
Like I started this year already.
It's a good start. Good start to the year.
I was sick. I was laying. God, this one was the worst one I've ever had. I was laying on my side, like kind of on the couch, and I like farted. And I was like, that felt weird. But there's still more fart to go. I'm like, okay.
Okay. So just keep pushing.
So I pushed again, and I felt it just fucking running, dude.
Felt it between.
And I was just like, dang it. Like, and I just showered. Then I got up and hopped in the shower again. My mom's like, why did you just shower again? I'm like, I'm be honest, I just shit my pants.
Oh, man.
Fuck. Yeah.
I don't know. Like you said, like, it's not fun to have it, but man, the stories. They're good. They're good.
I know my buddy Quentin's had a bunch. Alex has a funny one. Alex, our old roommate, Alex Walker, was driving down to like Oregon for a wedding, and he was late. So it's like a 4-hour drive, and he's late, and he has to shit really bad, and he farts and shits his pants in the car driving.
Yeah.
So he said he's like butt naked, like wiping his ass with a shirt, like in his car driving.
I don't even know if I heard of this.
Yeah, rolls up to the rehearsal like poo hands and poo ass.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Oh fuck, dude, it's so funny.
So it's like,
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, and Alex has another. Fuck, I didn't get him on here talking about this, but he was running the 100-meter in middle school.
Yeah,
mid-race.
Oh no!
Oh my god! Just giving it his all. Just blew out.
Oh, that's so.
Fucking that's.
No, I was gonna ask. Like, talking about sharting is like made me think. Like, should we not push extra hard? Like, or do you like? But that's hard though, because it's like it literally just feels like a fart. Like, I mean, there's times where you're like, ooh,
yeah, this one.
You're like, ooh, there. Like if it's a diarrhea, you know, like. You've had it for a couple, like a day or something. You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. But like some of those times it's just random. Like feels like a fart. Before you know it, there's shit in your pants. But you know, if it happens, just pray that you're in a decent situation. Because can you imagine on a date or like boat? Oh, I guess boating. You could just
on a date would be
so gross. But. Just, anywhere you didn't have underwear, the option to shower or just to fix this problem that just happened.
Well, I just remembered my other Shart story.
Oh, good.
When I was younger, I was decently young, probably like 8 or 10. I was sick as fuck, and we're on the plane.
Oh.
And I'm in my plane seat and just straight shit my pants. So I gotta walk down the aisle past everyone, just fucking pooing my pants, dude.
They're all like...
Yeah, dude, just acting like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Go in the fucking airplane bathroom and try and... I don't remember what happened, but... that was not good.
Yikes. Man, in an airplane bathroom, too.
It's like
way too small.
Yeah.
You ever think, like, when, like, heftier people go in there... Like, dude, there's no way. You can't even turn around. I can't, like, we're, like, decently sized, like, and I usually just try to avoid it. Like, I just don't drink water. If I do, it's a little amount. And I just try to sleep when I'm on planes. But, makes you think, like, when those bigger humans go down there. Dude, the toilet seat alone, like, some of their cheeks just won't even fit. Like, how is he fitting there? Like,
or if, like, you're really tall. Like, you're screwed. Like, I'm gonna, like... It's gonna be rough. Like going to Italy is like a 14.5-hour flight. There's no shot I'm not going to the bathroom.
Popping drugs and sleeping.
Dude, I can't sleep on planes. Save my life.
I think you can do it.
I've tried. Well, dude, because they suck.
Oh, I know. It's
hate
terrible.
Sleeping, like,
it's like
vertically.
Your neck's like,
and then you have like the things that come flat down, kind of.
Yeah, it's like barely helping you. Just like
you wake up,
your head. You're like. Or like you get the like I sometimes do the like hood on like a head up against the thing.
Oh yeah.
But the dirtiest thing, and do you know on an airplane what it is? Out of like in your like general area.
The tray.
Yeah, that tray is the like, and if you think about it, when you get off a plane, those people are already on there just grabbing stuff because it's like instant. By the like the last people are off, they've now moved as they're moving, and boom, more people are getting on the plane and they're going somewhere else, and it just like blows my mind. It's like they're not cleaning those. They do not have a person like with a Lysol wipe going.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Wash your hands after.
And that's where you put all your food.
Yep.
So that's nice.
Yeah. That grosses me out just thinking about it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. There's no way around it.
That's why people probably get sick so much from traveling. Just all that and just in a freaking pressurized germ cabin.
True. Yeah, how do flight attendants not get sick?
Oh,
ugh.
I'm sure they're just popping vitamin C like it's fucking Tylenol.
God, what a job.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I guess. Bounce around, see the world.
I have a friend and she does it, and she's just like, oh, Mexico today, and she's just like chilling in Mexico for like 2 days. I'm like, that sounds
because wherever you go, you like are required to like be there, and if you're like, if it ended up where you couldn't come back home, you're like, hey, like, sweet,
a hotel room for you.
Gosh,
but it's like lonely, I guess, because you're in a hotel room. Like you're always in a hotel room. Yeah,
we were talking when I went on a trip with this last time, and it was like they had like 8 flight attendants just live together because they're all, single, because it's pretty hard to like maintain a relationship while you're doing that.
8 of them?
There's 8. Well, like they're never there. Like in a month, I think they like she said they're not even half of the month. Not even like even less, like 8 to 10 days. Huh. So they all just are like constantly rotating through.
That's not shitty.
Yeah. So it's like this college lifestyle on steroids even. Like it's worse. It's like frat life, flight attendant style.
Sounds like a porno.
Yeah. 8 flight attendants get nasty.
Oh man, that's great.
Wide variety.
Yeah.
Old and young.
Okay. We get it. So you should really do something about it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want like a way to end like a podcast with like a question I ask everybody. And I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's some continuity. Like,
just
have you ever sharted or something? Like I don't know.
True.
Speaking of, let's go back to sharts just real quick.
Okay,
do you think girls shart a lot, or is this just more of a guy thing?
Man, that's great. Because theirs would be worse.
If they're wearing a thong, it's fucking
it's gone. It's in. Yeah, it's like it's visible. Yoga pants. That is like it's maybe even seeping out of whatever you're wearing. Like that's we're lucky. We got like a diaper on almost.
Yeah.
Like we'll be okay. It's not gonna be good, but I think they definitely do. I don't think. Most of them are pretty ladylike. Obviously, farting is like not. We shouldn't do it as gentlemen because we are around them and other people. But when we're in this home, let it rip, baby.
There's no boundaries.
Yeah, but I think they do, and I'm sure there are some stories out there. But it would be interesting to like hear some of them. Man, I want to know now. I want to ask.
Just in my mind, my dumb mind, I just feel like it's just a lot less. But
it's gotta be.
Theoretically, it should be like the same.
Well, yeah, because think about like ours. Like you've had 5, maybe I could have like 3 that I remember. So I think most girls, it's either 0 or maybe 1 if they've had one.
I feel like maybe they just don't push farts out as hard as we do.
Yeah, because they're not sick-minded weirdos.
Trying to rock it.
We're just like we're trying to get the most out of it. They're just trying to not let it.
They spread the cheese and let it just.
Yeah, they want it to just whisper it.
It's like the wind below.
Yeah. Silent but deadly.
Yeah. Either way.
Not the wet and deadly.
No, that's not what we want. But either way, I don't know. Like, there's something I want to ask. Like, what would be like, this is tough. This is on the spot.
Yeah, this is like,
I don't know, something good, something like, where would like, maybe not everyone would have one, but it would like produce a good story.
Yeah.
Like, ghost story. Favorite animal. I don't know. We'll think about it.
Yeah. What about like you grew up like you had to have like lived like we've lived in Washington our entire lives, and like someone comes up to you and says you can never ever live here again, but you have to live in the United States. what state do you pick? And when you go to that state, you can only live in that state for the rest of your life.
The fuck just happened? Where did you come up with that?
I don't know. I just you were said on the spot, and I'm like, all right, I gotta think of something.
Alright, well, yeah, I like that.
It's good. It's very specific, though.
Yeah, that is very specific, but I like it. I like that you came up with a fucking nice question like that.
It's a nice one. But we don't have to do that.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, God, there's got to be a good question. Like, fuck,
what about like sleeping with socks on or no socks?
I'm a socker.
Yeah, and I hate you for that.
Huge sock guy.
Sock guy. That drives me nuts. No, never. Unless I'm camping or I'm outside and it's freezing, put them on. If not, why would you want them on? It's warm. You're in comfy, cozy blankets. Like, your body heat warms up slowly and your feetsies are warm. You got your toes at the end.
My feet get cold, and then like the socks are comfy.
Yeah,
it's just like
it just seems wrong.
It's like a security.
Like you sleep.
The demons won't get my feet.
You sleep almost naked in your underwear, and then just socks. Like it just like why? Like it just it's off. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel like it's like that's like the debate of like how do you wipe? Front to back, back to front. Do you stand up?
Stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a leg on the toilet seat. You know.
Do you not even wipe? Just hop in the shower.
Yeah. Or what about like when you were like younger, you're pooping, like if you like lift up your feet so like no one saw you were there.
What?
Like if kids did that or not. Like if people do that. Like if people like, because there's kids were nervous to go to the bathroom. Because like, especially if you were pooping, like what if you had diarrhea and you're sitting there and someone comes, you're like, you almost like don't want them to see because you're about to like blow up the toilet. Yeah. Where now it's like, you're like, I'm more comfortable. I would to be like, yeah, like I want them to hear this.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm letting it rip. The best. I love when I'm in a bathroom, like taking a pee, and some dude is just fucking blowing his guts out.
I know. Where I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, it's like a normal, just basic one, and you got this dude over, like the truck stops, and they just go in there, just oh my god.
Like my ass.
Like, hey man, you got any toilet paper over there?
Yeah, that's the best. Man. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll figure out some question.
Yeah, I guess we didn't do a very good job of that, but
I mean, it's tough. That's on the spot.
Yeah, we weren't ready for that.
But right on, dude.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on. This was a good time.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed it, this might have been a little longer when we kind of went on for a while, which is totally fine. Dane's links in the description below. If you like this podcast, type vids, sure like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, comment down below some topics we can talk about. If you've made it this far. If you've made it this far, type in a 1 so I know you've made it.
Yeah, we're impressed. We're very thankful for you trooping with us.
Yeah, through all our dumbass
laughing.
But yeah, so this is a loyalty test. If you type in a 1,
yeah,
I don't know
how many we'll get. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, and until next time.